Radio.com. Streaming through your cell phones. iPhone, BlackBerry, and Android.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
It's the Turnt Up Show with DJ Rage and Chef Daddy OG.
Yeah. Call up.
Hey, it's Chrissy. What's up?
Oh, snap. What up, Chrissy, babe?
Hey, what up?
Yeah. It's your boy, Chef Daddy OG. And we got that girl, Chrissy Monroe, on the telephone line. What's up, babe?
Nothing, man. Chilling, just taking it easy, watching these throwback Prince videos on VH1 Soul right now.
Okay.
Looking at the hairdos.
Yeah. I was expecting to see you in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting to reach out and touch you.
Yeah, you wish. That's gonna cost. That's gonna cost you.
Yeah.
At least a steak dinner.
I see you still on your pimping shit.
Pimpin' ain't dead, baby. Stop. How are you tonight?
All right, we appreciate the phone call, though. Be clear. We appreciate the phone call.
No doubt. Yeah, it's been a little hectic for me. I ain't gonna lie. I would have loved to came and seen you guys face to face, but you might have fell in love. So I don't want to break no hearts down there.
Ouch. Yo, speaking about love. What's up with love and HipHop? What's up with you and Chinks, matter of fact? We're thinking about love.
Chink who? Who?
Chinks who? Okay. You heard it first right here on the Turnt Up Show. Chinks who?
Yeah, that's been a wrap. That's been a wrap. As you guys saw on the show, basically, I deaded that situation on the last episode, and, we were cordial at the reunion. For me to beef with you, I gotta still care, and, those feelings are pretty much dead. He had a lot of time to make his situation right. I gave that man 2 years, and he didn't, so... I don't got time to play. I don't got time to waste. There's too many men out here that, want to do the right thing and on the same page. So me staying in that situation was blocking me from meeting somebody, more compatible. And, I've been dating and having a lot more fun now since I left that situation. So if that answers your question.
Give a round of applause. Yeah. I'm a fan of this show. I've been watching that, and I was wondering when you was gonna handle that, man. I mean, damn, he should have stepped to his business, man.
Well, you know what it is too, and I'm glad that I did the show. And I found, I got a lot of response from women all over the world that were in that situation. You meet a married man, they tell you they married from the jump, which he did. But he said he was not with his wife whatsoever at that time, and that was over. And you find chemistry. You find somebody you really like, and you want to believe what they tell you. You want to make it work, because it's hard enough going out here fishing just to even find somebody you're attracted to, and then the conversation's dope, and, you start spending more time, and you don't want to leave the person alone, and, you want to believe what they tell you. And then a year goes by, then another year goes by, and they still married, and that's the reality. So I had to put my foot down and walk away, but I found that I had a chance to help a lot of women that are still in that dead-end situation. And women come up to me on the street all the time, and they thank me for having the strength to walk away and to represent how I dealt with it, and give them some insight. So it was all positive for me.
Okay. Is he blowing up your phone since you walked away?
He can't blow it up because he been blocked, baby. He's been blocked. He's tried to reach out here and there through friends and through other numbers and stuff, but ain't nothing else to talk about. I'm a Virgo. When we done, we done. We might give you 1,000 chances. We love hard, but once we done with you, we done. Ain't no coming back from that. So, I don't got nothing bad to say about Tink. He's a good dude, but he go for somebody else. Let him go back to his wife or whoever the hell. He ain't for me.
Baby.
Adios, chinkmigos.
So I'm saying, since that you and Chinks is no more, you still gonna be a part of New York hip hop and love?
Well, you got to check it out and watch this season. I ain't giving out no teasers.
Oh, you ain't getting out of teasers?
I mean, I got a selection of some fine men I'm dealing with right now. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Okay.
So,
okay. I can't wait.
I don't miss that. I don't let no time lapse. You know what I'm saying? I got right back out there when me and Chink were done, and I didn't waste no time getting back on the dating scene and getting out and meeting new people. So, you know, who knows what might happen next year? I don't know.
Okay. So, I just gotta know, man. I mean, I know we ain't trying to get you indicted or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But is it true that you used to be a madam?
Yes, that's very true. I don't like to elaborate on that because I don't want to glorify it for any young women that may be looking to get into that fast money lifestyle. You know, I got into the whole dancing and all that as a minor out of survival. I grew up in Baltimore City.
Okay.
I was a homeless teenager. And, you know, the lure of that fast money enticed me at a young age. And, you know, one thing kind of just led to another. And years went by, and I found myself just doing a lot of things, chasing that money, and it was very lucrative, but it wasn't the right thing. And, you know, like I say, I don't want to dig too deep in that. That's a whole nother show, a whole nother topic, but definitely don't want to sit here and promote it to any women or especially young women that think that's the way to go in life, because it's not like the movie Pretty Woman. It's not safe. There's some sick men out here, and it ain't easy money like they really think it is. They think that, you know, you're just going to meet a man, they're going to hand you thousands of dollars. It's not like that. So for me to even touch on that, I don't even want to go there. I really want to encourage these young women that are listening to stay in school, or, you know, and the way the game is now, you know, it's fucked up. The internet changed the whole game. Everybody doing that. And you know, the money ain't even in it like it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. You better off getting a job at Cheesecake Factory waitressing. You're going to make more money with your clothes on and your dignity intact. So,
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before we get off that subject, though, I just got to ask you, what's her name? Minna? What's her name? Minna? Was she really
Horica Enema?
Yeah. was she really part of your stable?
Yes. You know, that was part of the problem with me coming on the show, was real life kind of creeped into her fake fronting fantasy production she's been putting on for years. I was on deck with Love and Hip Hop. A lot of people don't know that. The year before, and come to find out, she was trying to block me from coming on the show and don't film me with this old bitch and all that. We know each other for 10 years.
Uh-huh.
She was smiling in my face but going behind my back, trying to block me from coming on. It had to be held secret that I was even coming on the show, because she would have thrown a temper tantrum if she would have known I was coming on. So when you see me run down on her the first time, there was a lot more behind of what the audience actually saw.
Okay.
Some real life beef shit. And, you know, I wasn't even the first one to expose her as an escort. It's been out on blogs before I even came on Love and Hip Hop. Since 2012, 2013, she was working out as an escort in Los Angeles, strip clubs and all that. She's been exposed through other agencies, and clients have come forth as far away as Turkey and exposed her. Wow. That were flying her over there for sexual favors. So, you know, I wasn't the one to really blast her. It's been on blast, but it was just on VH1 is where I came up forth and put her into that realm. But yeah, so
was she
that's
good,
old news. Huh?
Was she a good earner?
No, bitch, like to sniff it all up too much. You know what I'm saying? So, please.
Did you have to lay the pimp hand on her? Did you have to slap her up?
Nah, come on now. You know what? I don't even like the pimp word, man. We ain't gonna talk about that. Fuck that bitch. We don't even need to give her this much airtime.
Okay, man.
Let's wait for her fake wedding date. I'm still waiting for this fake wedding date.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, before I go, do you got anything else out of Love and Hip Hop that you got planned on jumping off?
Well, Love and Hip Hop gave me a really great platform to promote my business, which is a model. I have a modeling school and agency called Les Jeux Entertainment, which means the game in French. I have different workshops. I have a studio in Times Square, and I have a studio in Paterson, New Jersey. that I'm promoting. And also, it gave my dog a big platform. I'm looking to come out with some pet products. I don't know if you saw my Chihuahua on the show.
Yeah,
and
no
it's
doubt, no doubt.
giving me a chance to do a lot of, get involved with a lot of big pet charities that I do. I just did Celebrity Catwalk, Yorkie 911 Rescue in Long Island. So I like to get, add my celebrity and my time to raise money for homeless pets and shelters and medical treatment for animals. So it's been a blessing for me. Reality TV gets a bad rap a lot of times, but it's been a positive experience for me all the way across the board. And Mona Scott Young is wonderful. Like, she's all about her business. I learned a lot from her and all the other women that I worked with this year. So.
Yeah, she definitely keep it popping, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Love and Hip Hop don't sleep, because when one season over, another season starts. I like about that.
Yeah, man. And she's always on to her next move. Like, she's about her money, she's about her business, and she's a class act all the way around.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My DJ got a question for you. He over here
Okay.
thirsty.
Nah, you still bad.
Boy,
This is,
oh, God.
How you doing? This is DJ Rage. I have a question from my chat room. I have a bunch of ladies in the chat room, so they want me to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
My first question is, they want to know about how you actually got on the show.
Okay, well, actually, first I asked Erica, because, like I said, we were really close friends at one time. She said she didn't have anybody's number, and she didn't know anybody like that. So that's when I first got the inkling that bitch was shady. So I said, okay, cool. My best friend is DJ Khaled's fiance, Nicole. And I called Nicole. I said, this bitch Erica acted mad stink. Like, I said, you know anybody that could get me on Love and Hip Hop? She said, Tanisha. Well, Tanisha is my current manager. She used to manage Ashanti, Tiny. She ran Murder Inc. with Herb Gotti for quite some time. She has a lot of connections in the industry, to make it short with you. She had a friend in production in Atlanta, Brian Jones, and she reached out to Brian, and 3 days later, I had my interview in Mona's office, and the rest is history. It was just meant to be. They were very impressed when I came in. So that's how I got on, just basically who I knew, connections, making a few phone calls.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. So you had something going on. You had something popping before the show?
Well, I've always been out there. I was always a socialite. I did a lot of things. I did a lot of acting. I was signed to Colt 45 as a model for 3 years. I traveled with them. That was pretty lucrative. I did a lot of things. I went to Parsons for interior design. I took a certificate program. A lot of creative endeavors that people really don't know on my creative side. But I've always just been a hustler, go-getter, my whole life. I've always been on the social scene. I dated a few rappers here and there. A lot of people don't know my ex-boyfriend was Little C's from Junior Mafia. We were together for 3 years. I dated Huddy Six, rest in peace, for quite some time. So I was always in that hip-hop lifestyle, and I've always been a big, music fan. Eric Sermon is my best friend to this day. I grew up in the golden era of hip-hop, so it was just a natural fit for me to be on the show, just being who I was. I'm not a singer or a rapper per se, but I've just always been in that lifestyle. So that was one of the things that made me stand out when I came into Mona's office, is that there was always a street buzz about me, but just I was never on that major worldwide platform like I am now. But it's dope, man. I'm so happy.
Okay.
My last chat room question is, what do you think about the other ones? The the Hollywood and Atlanta?
Well, I like them all. Each one I think has its own different element for some reason. The chicks in Atlanta, they just don't give a fuck. Like they all over the place. And I love Jocelyn. Like, I live for her. She is so fabulous to me because she's so real and so, out there. She's not afraid to take chances with her hair and her outfits, and she just tells it like it is.
No doubt.
Hollywood's okay. It's just kind of like Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood,
it's more
exactly.
like, yeah, it's kind of like soap opera-ish to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we have our New York, which is more raw and gritty and just, I don't know. I like them all in their own way, of course. But I think definitely New York is my favorite because that's the one I'm on. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. One more question from Yolanda Brown. She's in the chat room. She want to know. She's trying to get her daughter into breaking into modeling. She want to know, I guess, what type of advice you can give her.
Okay, well, you can email me. I have workshops for children and adults. My partner is Nielsen Martinez. He's a 20-year modeling veteran. He is actually one of the executive producers on the Broadway show with Melissa Ford that's on the Bravo channel, Hell on Heels, right now. He's teaching the workshops with me. You can email us at lejeuent@gmail.com, and that's LEJEUENT@gmail.com to find out more about our workshops. That's a whole nother conversation and a whole nother topic and interview for me to, delve into the modeling stuff. I started my company because when I came to New York 13 years ago, I met a lot of crooks. I met a lot of people that weren't on the up and up, that just wanted to take my money, and they promised me jobs. And, I bought crappy photographs that were overpriced and stuff. So I said, let me start a legitimate modeling company where I can, provide real knowledge to these young men and women that are coming here off the bus from wherever and being taken advantage of. I like to give them to them straight, and I'd rather hurt their feelings than them go out somewhere on a call and really, leave crying. Let me work with you. Let me build you. Let me, make you the best you when you walk into that audition, and that's what my company does. So anybody interested, like I said, they can even go on my website, www.chrissymonroe.com, and that link to my modeling school will be on there as well. So anybody looking for that, just hit me on the Gmail or the website.
Okay. I have a question for you, Chrissy.
Go ahead.
I'm saying, I'm looking at a picture of you right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I see them girls is popping out.
The twins, the toddlers.
So have you had any work done?
You know what? Why? You trying to give me some?
No. I'm just asking.
I want liposuction. Will you pay for my lipo?
See, shut up.
I want the lipo. I want the fat out of my stomach put into my ass.
Okay.
You down? Y'all want to put a collection bucket for me over there? I'll definitely come down and pick it up.
I got to see the ass first.
You know what? I feel like I lost 25 pounds this year. Congratulate me.
Okay.
But I feel like my ass definitely went down because that's fat. My ass was booming until I lost weight, so I'm trying to get my weight back up again and eat. But once that goes up, everything else goes up too. So, you can't win. You get the big stomach with the big ass, so I can't win.
So how you feel about that? I'm not saying you per se. How do you feel? Because a lot of people get a lot of things done now. How you feel about that?
Well, you know what? I'm all for, and I'll tell you this, I'm all for enhancement and looking your best, of course, if it's done safely. I am 100,000% against butt shots. They are deadly. I know friends of mine that are on kidney dialysis, blood thinners. I know a friend of mine for 13 years. She just had to go to Miami. She spent 20 stacks. She finally found a doctor that would suck out some of the damage because one of her ass cheeks is moving down her leg. These women are going to these shoddy hotel rooms and not even asking questions and getting poisoned. And they don't even know what they're getting injected into their butts. And it's so not worth it. It's not worth it. Like, do squats. There's, fat transfers that are FDA approved or implants that are FDA approved. But these women are dying from this illegal underground market of butt shots. It's very sad because 5 or 10 years later, the shit is turning black. It's hard. I've, seen and heard horror stories. I've done a lot of research on the topic. We were actually going to do a documentary. Fred Brathwaite, as you may know, Fat Five Freddy and I were looking into that a few years ago to start a documentary. We just never got it off the ground. Somebody else actually started, and they made one. But, it's an epidemic. People are dying from it, and people need to be educated about what's really going on. It's not even about looking good. Who the hell are you looking good for? Like, these bum-ass motherfuckers, like, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't worth it, ma. No doubt. Keep your flat ass and live. Like, word, get some butt pads. For real. A lot of people think my ass was fake since I've been growing up. I always had, my mother and my sister always got big asses, and I'm Italian. I've always been thick, and I used to come home from high school. This was before big asses were in style, crying because people would call me thunder thighs, hippo hips, buffalo butt. I'd be like, oh, I'm so upset. Oh my God. Now people are paying to get an ass like mine. So, but It's all good. Yeah, but I'm all for safe plastic surgery. Shit. If I could get a facelift when I'm 60 and I can afford it, you motherfucker, you damn right I'm getting one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm all for it. But as long as it's safe and FDA approved and you go to a good doctor, what's wrong with looking good and wanting to stay looking good? Ain't nothing wrong with that as long as you do your research.
Okay. Can I ask you, is the name Monroe, is that a stage name or that's your actual name?
That's my damn stage name. I do not want my government out there. These bitches be stalking, lurking, dudes, man. They want to Google your damn blood type. Like, they nosy out here with this social media. The less they know about my real life, the better. I really don't care. I don't have nothing to hide. I put my whole life out there. But still, let me have a little bit of privacy.
Is something about Marilyn Monroe that you like?
Definitely. You know, she was smart at playing dumb.
Smart at playing dumb.
Yes, she was. She owned her own film production company. She was a poet. Everybody just said, "Oh, she's a hoe" and all that. No, she played that hoe role all the way to the bank. Believe that.
No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I see that was you have her on your back, right? Your tattoo.
Yes, I do.
No doubt. I'll take my eyes off the picture right now. You know
Ooh, good thing I'm not there.
Yeah, the girls is
I'm a flirt.
Baby, as I am too.
Yes. And I like younger men, by the way. So y'all sound a little younger than me.
Yeah,
How old are you guys?
Yes. That's for you to find out.
Ooh, I might have to look at y'all picture. I might come down after all.
Yeah, this Google Chef Daddy OG, baby.
No doubt. You guys sound like a lot of fun. Look, let's get into the sex chat line. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I'm not.
He said, I'm not. To my stable of youngins.
Nah.
No, I like 25 and older.
Nah, definitely. Oh, see, you talking to a player too. I used to be in the game.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
I'm retired pimp going good.
I like that. Hey.
Yeah. So shout out to the past life. You dig?
It's all good. You know, the ends justify the means usually. You know.
So we definitely gonna see some more of you on Love and Hip Hop New York next season, huh?
You know, you can't try to trick me. You already asked me this question. Who you think you talking to, homie?
I am the press. I'm trying to get it out of you, man.
Come on, man. I ain't leaking nothing. That's for y'all to sit back and watch and wait.
So you got anything popping, you know, that the people can see you outside of that's coming up?
Well, I've been doing a lot of press. I've been doing a lot of appearances, traveling. I just did a magazine cover for Manic Magazine. I think that was on Saturday. I just shot the cover for that. I have a lot of projects I'm working on coming up. You'll see. I have a lot of things in the works.
Okay, baby.
I like to, you know what I like to do? I like to talk about things after they're done and when you see it. I'm not one of those, well, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. Too many people like that out here. Okay. I didn't even tell a lot of people I was going to be on Love and Hip Hop until the first episode aired, and people were calling me like, why you ain't telling me? I'm like, just want you to see it before I could show you better, I could tell you.
Yeah.
So, you know, too many people out here talking and don't show and prove. They just, you know, talk. So.
I'm going to try to get something else out of you. You know what
I'm saying? God, you can try.
So is it safe to say that Chink's part of Love and Hip Hop is dead now?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know what the hell's going on in that man's life.
Damn.
I have no idea. No, honestly, I really don't talk to him. You know, we had a few problems. He came out on a blog a few months ago in some hotel room in Virginia, hooked up with some escort from Oakland. That was on a blog. That was an embarrassment. Then he got a 24-year-old son that surfaced a few months ago that he never told me about, that he claimed he never knew about, that surfaced. And then I've seen on Memorial Day, it hit a blog that he choked some bitch out and threw her down the steps at a cookout in D.C. Just embarrassment after embarrassment. So, I can't tell you what's going on in that man's life. These are the things that I've seen on the internet. I don't know how true or not they are that, keep popping up. But, I don't want no parts of nothing to do with him, his life. I wish him all the best. But I don't know what he's doing on Love and Hip Hop. If he's coming back, who he's coming back with, I could care less.
Okay. We appreciate that. We appreciate that.
So is it safe to say that being that you're still on there, that you have another love interest?
I never said I was still on there and I had another love interest. I mean, come on, man. How many times you gonna keep trying to ask me the same question? You know who you dealing with? Come on. So listen, I have, like I already said, I do have a few other love interests. I'm dealing with one main one. He's 30 years old. He's about to turn 30. Okay. But he don't want no parts of the TV life. He's really not into that. He's a low-key dude. He don't even have social network, and I like to keep it that way. Okay. Because he fine as a motherfucker. Everywhere we go, bitches is on him. But, I'm talking to a few different guys, and like I say, if I'm on this season, stay tuned to see who I pop up with. You might be surprised.
Okay, baby. I gotta say, we appreciate the love. I want to hold you up no longer.
Okay, let me plug all my stuff.
Oh, no doubt. As you should.
Of course. Okay, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Chrissy Monroe, ChrissysMonroe. On my Twitter, it's Chrissy Monroe _ after. And then my Facebook is Chrissy Monroe. And then once again, my website is www.chrissymonroe.com. And like I said, for any modeling inquiries, please email me directly at lejeuent@gmail.com. And that's LEJEUENT@gmail.com.
Okay, that's what's up.
Are you ever planning on getting into the music business, like I guess managing or maybe get an entertainment company or anything like that?
Well, my modeling company is enough entertainment for me because I provide models for videos, commercials, movies, television extras. Music, yeah, I love music. That's my first love. If I could find one or two good artists that were really worth me putting my time in, then yes, I would definitely want to get into management. But, this is a full-time job managing someone. It's like kind of babysitting. So it'd have to be somebody that's really, I really got to believe in and has that talent and that dedication for me to put my time behind them. So, yeah, I mean, I'd be open to that.
Okay, Chrissy, it's your boy Chef Daddy OG.
And your boy DJ Ray.
And I want to tell you that we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We love the love. Thank you for calling in. I'm sorry you couldn't make it to the studio.
Man, I'm so busy out here. You have no idea, man. I'm gonna get a break. I'm sleep deprived.
Okay. So, like I said, we appreciate the love and we thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? And if you ever need a personal chef, holla at your boy Chef Daddy OG. I am a chef.
Yes, I love to eat. I gotta get my weight back up, get that ass back.
No doubt. We get it popping.
Yes.
Is that
feed me breakfast in bed?
No doubt.
Is that your manager or your PR that I speak to through the?
Tanisha Ramos, she's my manager.
Oh, okay. So
yes.
I think I should hit her up. Maybe we could do some business or something. Get some business.
I would love that. So it's all about the motherfucking money. Yeah, please hit her up. Feel free.
Okay.
You guys were great.
All right, baby. Thanks for coming
through. Thanks a lot, man. All right, thanks. All right.
And the MixRadio.com, Turnt Up Show. That was Chrissy Monroe with the girls hanging out right there.